pleasure that I introduce our guest speaker today. He has served in Fort McClellan, Alabama, Fort Benning, Georgia, Fort McPherson, Georgia, Camp Shelby, Mississippi, Fort Campbell, Kentucky, Fort Buchanan, Puerto Rico, Fort Sheridan, Illinois, Fort McCoy in Wisconsin, Baghdad, Iraq, and Kuwait. He has served as a platoon leader, company commander, operations officer, force structure officer, administration officer, executive officer, and battalion commander, and he's been promoted to lieutenant colonel. He's a graduate of Eastern Michigan University, and it is, again, a great pleasure. I'm proud to introduce Lieutenant Colonel Gabe Martinez.
What I want to talk about is a veteran. We can talk about history and all that, but I know a lot of you have listened to your teachers all day. You don't want to hear that all the time. But what is a veteran? If you think about it, a veteran could be somebody who teaches for a long period of time. And they've been here a while, and they're a teacher, and they're a veteran. But Veterans Day focuses on the military veteran. And that is somebody who served in the military or could be a combat veteran, served in combat. But if you take it down a little bit deeper, what is a veteran? A veteran could be a salesman, somebody who works at Walmart. It could be a teacher, somebody who sells you a cell phone. It could be a musician, or but more deeper, a veteran is a son, a daughter, a mom, a dad, a cousin, a grandparent, somebody pretty close to you. And even more so, a veteran is lonely. A veteran is scared. A veteran is hungry and sad and happy. A veteran has the same emotions everybody else has. And they have to deal with the emotions, sometimes in pretty stressful situations. But the strongest thing a veteran is somebody who supports their country and somebody who wants believes in patriotism and believes in defending everybody here. Now, if you think about a veteran, there are about 25 million veterans right now in the United States. And there's about 311 million people here. So that's about 8%. So about 1 out of every 8 people out of every 100 people you see could be a veteran. Not that many, so it's kind of a distinguished title to have. But, you know, is Veterans Day only here in the United States? Do you think it is? No. Exactly right. It's got to be first or second graders. That's what it sounded like. But Great Britain, they have Veterans Day. It's called Remembrance Day, and that's held on today, November 11th. And they focus on the veterans who died during service. But everybody wears a red and white lapel. So if you go to Great Britain right now, everybody's going to have a red and white lapel on their clothes. And that's to symbolize the veterans who died for the country. How about Russia? Do you think Russia should have a Veterans Day? Yeah. Absolutely. And they started that tradition after World War II. And it's kind of a different tradition. What they do is newly married couples would go visit a military cemetery. And that's how they remember Veterans Day. France, those wounded in the war were given first dibs on public transportation. So on Veterans Day, you get to sit in any seat you want to. If you ride a bus or a train. And Canada celebrates Veterans Day too. But it's not a holiday, although the kids do not go to school. So for you guys, it'd be a holiday. No school, and a lot of people take off work. And everyone in the country takes a moment of silence for that one, all at the same time. And they wear poppies on their clothes from 1 November to 11 November. So Veterans Day is kind of a big ordeal. It's not just here in the United States. But then you wonder, how did Veterans Day really start? You know, after World War I, you know, the wars, we had a peace, so we had Veterans Day, we had Armistice Day. But what happened is in 1953, a little town called Emporia, Kansas, they said, you know what, we're going to call this Veterans Day. So they did it. They're the only ones that did it. And then the congressman saw that and said, you know what, I'm going to produce a bill to make it called Veterans Day. And Congressman in Kansas did that, and that's how we got Veterans Day. And then in 1971, President Nixon declared it a federal holiday. And that meant a lot of people didn't have to go to work, and you didn't get any mail. And then, then they moved it to October, and then they brought it back to November. But the important thing about today is the what? What's the date today? Anybody know?
11/11/11.
Right. And what hour? What hour did the war end and they celebrate that? Which hour? The 11th hour, exactly. On what day? The 11th day. And what month? November 11th, absolutely. And what year is it this year?
2011.
Right. So this is the first time ever it's been 11 hour, 11 day, 11 month, 11th year. First time ever. So it's kind of a significant thing today. So it's something to be proud of and something to be proud of, to be a part of. But I will say this, that it's very important to remember what a veteran stands for. And it's not really you're thanking the individual, but you're thanking for what they're doing and the sacrifices they're making. And I just want to say thank you to everyone here, because when I came back from Iraq, Mr. Schroeder called me out and everybody applauded me, and I remember that. And I remember a lot of people here who are Joe's classmates, and a lot of people out there who are Benny's classmates. And that's what makes it so special to me. So I just want to thank you to everybody here for appreciating and thanking me when I came back.